Hello there, and welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero. I am a little bit unwell today, so if my voice sounds bad or whatever, that's why. What happened last time? The police came to town. Yeah, we have the police girls in town, and they're trying to get everyone to go to their seminar. But so far, everyone is saying that they don't want to go. Most of them are saying because they're too busy, but then we spoke to this chop guy over here, and he basically has said that the police chief or the guy on all the flyers and stuff like that is kind of a bit of a fake these days. Like he was once sort of somewhat of a hero, but he seems to have like ducked out and is more into like promotion and shit like that now, which I don't know. They don't seem to take too kindly to. Either way, let's figure out what's see if we can remember see if we can remember what's going on. Jesus, my brain's a bit scrambled as well, so I can't even talk. Right, let's do this.
We've gone up and down 6th Street, but we haven't even gotten 10 people to register for the seminar.
We've done our best. Let's get a drink and take a break.
Hey, easy for you to say, but the conference hall we're in can fit 300 people, you know? As things stand, it'll be more than half empty.
Inspector Bringer must have chosen this area because there's a lot of residents nearby, thinking it'd be easier to find people to participate. Shame many of them are from his previous precinct. A lot of them have complaints about him. I was just wondering why you're in such low spirits today, when I've never seen you discouraged by difficult tasks before. But then I remembered. The inspector saved your life once. Not being able to accomplish what we'd hoped, on top of seeing him come under fire. It must make you feel even worse.
Mm-hmm. If Ringer hadn't rescued me in that hollow back then, I wouldn't even be here, let alone be a public security officer. I understand he's no longer the hero he used to be, but can someone who gave up his anti-corruption gear to a child be such a bad guy? Sure, he's had some dealings with Tops, but it's inevitable, especially when many of our devices are jointly developed with Tops. And besides, doesn't he always say he lacks sufficient authority to make changes? If he gets elected, maybe he might be able to turn public opinion around.
Worshipping an undeserving deity is sycophancy. Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
What?
It means when someone flatters undeserving people, it's considered an act of sycophancy. If one should stand up for what is right but remains indifferent, it shows that person is a coward. As public security officers, we need to be clear about what we should and shouldn't do. There may be many different ways to interpret Inspector Bringer's actions, but only he knows whether he has a clear conscience. If his deeds were pure, even if he's misunderstood for the time being, things will work out in the end.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on, someone's coming.
I mean, I've actually been standing here listening to you guys for the past like 5 minutes, but sure. Sorry for interrupting.
Sorry. Are we interrupting you two?
Oh, we were just chatting. Did you go talk to the residents?
We gave them the questionnaire, but they all happened to be busy on that day. Sorry for not being very helpful.
Oh, it's okay. We're just grateful you tried it all. We're almost done with distributing the questionnaires here too. Then Chingy and I will be heading back to the office.
Wait a minute! Officers! Oh, good. You didn't go. Oh.
General Chop, did you run all the way here? Why?
It's hard to explain, but just now, there was a crime committed over there, and it's at a stalemate. Please, officers, you have to go take a look.
A crime? Let's go check out the scene.
Great. Please, follow me.
Wise, let's go see what's going on.
Interesting. Think it's going to be a little bit less straightforward than they seem. Oh no, this seems to be fairly crime scene-ish. Hello, you two. It all took place just ahead of us. Who knew there would be so many onlookers already? What happened with the truck? The case is actually connected to that Pegasus logistics truck, but how exactly? I can't really say. Anyway, you two can just go check it out yourselves. Let's observe things from a distance. Somewhere not too far away.
If you say there's officers nearby, then let them come and weigh in. I mean, what possible argument could there be? They were caught in the act.
Sir, caught in the act doesn't seem fair. It's similar to seeing only foam on a cup of barley latte and declaring it isn't coffee.
Calm down now, gentlemen. We're public security officers. What's going on here?
Officers, you're finally here. It's like this. I'm Gale. I'm a driver for Pegasus Logistics. I was making a delivery in the neighborhood. I'd finished the delivery and was calling the next client when I heard a suspicious thud from the back of my truck. Startled by the noise, I quickly rushed over, only to find all my ducks flying and running out of the cargo compartment. A flustered Bang Boo was caught at the scene of the crime. This is that very Bang Boo.
Look, Wise, isn't that Bang Boo give change from the 141 convenience store?
Officers, I saw the whole thing. There was no one around when it happened except this Bang Boo. I'm sure it opened my cargo compartment. Those ducks inside are a new specially bred variety. They're worth a fortune. Losing just one or two of them will cost me more than a month's salary.
I've taken your statement, sir. Bang Boo, do you have anything to add?
Hey, what do you mean the door was open? I know you opened the door and let all the ducks out!
Sir, if I might say, I think you're being too harsh on Give Change. Officers, as Give Change's neighbor, I must say something on their behalf. I know them well, and I'm sure they wouldn't do anything like this.
Then tell me, why was my cargo compartment open despite being locked? Officers, there's been tons of Bang Boo committed crimes in the city lately. You gotta help me find evidence linking this Bang Boo to the crime, so we can hold it accountable for my losses.
This isn't just about Give Change's reputation, officers. They could lose their job. You simply must uncover the truth and prove Give Change's innocence.
The only time I've seen Tin Master this agitated is when I asked for instant coffee.
I doubt Give Change is the culprit.
I don't think Give Change is the culprit, Belle. We've dealt with the Bang Boo at the convenience store quite a bit, and they've always been honest.
But Give Change was the only one there when the driver realized what had happened. So it's hard to explain. Look, people are leaving. Have Jiyuan and Qingyi resolved the incident? Let's go see what's going on.
I predict that the ducks learned to open the hole themselves, and they're absolute masterminds. And there's going to be a crime wave involving ducks spreading across the city. And the new enemy of the main story will be ducks, and we will be fighting ducks until the end of time. That's what I think is going to happen.
Hi, Belle. Hi, Wise.
We overheard what happened earlier. Does the crowd leaving mean everything has been resolved?
Not yet, unfortunately. We discussed the situation and managed to calm everyone down.
Might I ask what the situation is now?
We took a look around the truck, and we didn't find anything suspicious, other than the traces left by the escaped ducks. There are no security cameras in the area, so all that's left to be checked is the Bang Boo's visual record and the truck's anti-theft system. And to review both of those, professional technicians are needed, so we don't have an immediate conclusion.
So let me get this straight. He's blaming the Bang Boo, and we need to decide whether the Bang Boo's innocent. but the Bangbu has a visual record, as in a recording of what he has seen. Therefore, he can be exonerated or condemned based solely on that recording, right? So there's no point in the investigation to begin with. You literally just look at his visual recording, and then you have your answer. And the answer is obviously that the ducks are in an uprising, and it's going to be the end of the world. All right, let's put this back onto autoplay.
Will that take a long time?
I'm afraid so. It'll take about 2 or 3 days. Both the driver and Give Change will have their daily routine disrupted somewhat during this time. After we explained the situation, the driver said his main concern is the whereabouts of the cargo. As long as he can deliver the shipment on time today, he's willing to reconcile. So, Tin Master and some other residents of 6th Street went to look for the ducks.
In that case, Wise, let's hurry up and go help too.
We'll accompany you as well.
Oh? I thought you were going back to the precinct.
The driver may have proposed a solution, but there's a likelihood of further conflict until all the ducks are recovered, so we can't just walk away. Junior officers would usually be responsible for these types of cases, but handing the task over would take time, and we don't want residents to think public security is evading our responsibility to the public. And there's something suspicious about this incident, so Qingyi and I decided to look for other clues while searching for the ducks.
GUN, Qingyi. Thank you. Then let's get going. We're pretty good at finding things, right, bro?
Wise, can we talk? What's up, acting all so mysterious? Duh, of course, there's something I want to discuss with you. When it comes to finding things on 6th Street, we've got a very resourceful little helper. Know what I'm saying? You mean Fairy. Yep, Fairy should be able to pinpoint exactly where the ducks are hiding. I've already asked her to mark out any suspicious locations nearby. Then we can focus on the places she marked out for us. Suspicious places? There are far too many. Yeah, we need to check quite a few places. Since there are 4 of us, how do you feel about splitting up? I'll go with Xinyi, and you can team up with Zhu Yuan. That should speed things up considerably. Okay, it's decided then. If there isn't a duck boss battle at the end of this chapter, I'm going to be very disappointed. Huh? You think there might be ducks behind this door? Wise, listen, I can definitely hear ducks quacking coming from behind this door. But we're miles away from here. How did you notice this place? I just had this vague feeling. Are you talking about instincts? Sounds like something Xinyi would say. The name of this store is Turbo. Ah, so this is Enzo's shop, but he doesn't look to be in. The door's locked tight. Creak, bang. What's going on? It seems there was an accident at the intersection. Let's go take a look. On Earth. Oh my, what happened here? That really gave me a fright. I'm a public security officer. Can you tell me what happened here? I don't have a clue. I really don't know. It just suddenly happened so fast. Ma'am, calm down. Wise, Mrs. Public Security Officer, allow me to explain. Miss Megan is a customer of mine, and she's here to get her vehicle repaired. When she was about to leave, the car suddenly turned and rammed this Bangbu. Was it an accident? Impossible. I released the brakes really slowly when I drove it out of the parking lot earlier, and I held the steering wheel firmly too. But it just went out of control for some reason. Mrs. Public Security Officer, please believe me, I absolutely did not break the law. I can attest to that. Its directions were a little off just now. I'll take a look at it immediately. Who does this Bangbu belong to? Oh, don't worry about it. A friend of mine left it here. It should be fine, Probably just a plug-in error caused by the impact. I'll fix it up later. Let me give you a hand then. I almost forgot that you know a thing or two about this too. Alright, I'll leave the little guy to you. I'm going to have to do one of those insanely complicated puzzles, aren't I? Oh yeah. Oh man, I can't imagine how to do this. This is really difficult. Like, I love that it's tutorialing me super heavily, even though it's kind of obvious. Yeah, okay, I could have done that on my own. Come on. And then we just do that. Not long after. What happened just now? You were in a car accident. I remember now. I went to grab the tools, then a large white and green metal box suddenly took a turn. It seems that it really is a vehicle malfunction accident, like what she and Mr. Enzo said. Wise, thanks for fixing this little guy for me, but it'll take a little more time to find out what's wrong with the car. Alright, I saw you around my store earlier. Were you looking for me? Actually, the store... I see. I'll open the door for you all now. You have ducks, sir. After that, old Enzo opened the store's door. Ah, it really is inside. Look at it in the box. Oh, wow. That's so good. It really is inside the store. This is great. I've found one now. Thanks for helping me, Mr. Enzo. You're welcome. Wise, I heard about the incident Gift Change was involved in. I should help out too. But something is strange about Mrs. Megan's car, and she's very anxious, so I have to help her first. You do what you need to do. I'll leave it to you for now then. I'll come and help out after I'm done over there. Okay. We obtained one duck. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm too easily amused, but that's great. Drinks crate or duck crate? Hey, I think something was just shaking inside the drink box. It's just a crumpled up ball of paper. Looks to me like the wind just blew it over. The ball of paper has been soaked by the rain, but I can still make out a few words. My life is growing duller by the day. Only now do I realize how stupid I was before, and how much I've let you down. Forgive me, and come back to me, okay? Judging by the condition of the paper right now, you have a pretty good idea of how the recipient responded. Despite being a tragedy, there's no use holding on to regrets. People have to take responsibility for their own actions. Since becoming a PubSec officer, I've witnessed this too many times to count. There are some more words on the back. Oh yeah, let's see. I swear to completely forget about Melania, Sansa, Eleanor, and Zeogia, because you are my true love. Wait, what? Is the person who wrote this letter really apologizing? Why does it feel like they're bragging? God, why is there so much reading? I wish that this was a voiced thing. Okay. At least it's not a tragedy anymore. Correct as you may be, the best practice to not snoop. It's best practice to not snoop into other people's private affairs. We should get down to business. Man, was that really necessary? Oh man, I really wish that there were more voiced cutscenes so that I could just mute myself and cough a load. Ah, here you are, Wise. What are you all doing standing here? Obviously because there's a duck under that store truck, see? It's right there. What are you waiting for then? Easy for you to say. It's hiding so far underneath, there's no way we can reach it. Maybe we need to come up with another plan. Try quacking like a duck. Are you trying to sound like a hawk? You know they're the main predators of ducks, right? From what I know about my brother, he's probably trying to mimic some duck-like species. Come on, cut me some slack. Maybe... could we get the truck's owner to start the car? Maybe the duck will run out if they feel the car moving. Makes sense. I'll go find the convenience store, Bamboo. not long after. You want me to start the engine? No problem. It won't start. No way. Why is this happening right now? Strange. There must be something wrong with the truck. It worked just fine this morning. Okay, so there's some kind of like mass vehicle issue then. So I guess the actual thing is like vehicle malfunctions is probably why the ducks escaped and things like that. What terrible luck today. Give Change got in trouble and now our truck's broken down for no reason. Give Change is always with us. If the owner thinks Give Change has done something bad, we will get separated. Don't worry, we'll find all the lost ducks and the officers will get to the bottom of this accident and you won't get separated. Thank you. But what are we going to do now about the duck under the truck? The best place to find a helping hand is at the end of your own arm. Let me handle this. She pushes the truck over to the other side. Duck in a box. Do they have like a big box for each individual duck? That's quite funny. That duck was still stunned. I just went ahead and grabbed it. Wow, that was hardcore. Now that we've retrieved this duck, let's look somewhere else. Okay. After some searching, you and Belle count your catch. It seems like only one duck is on the loose at the moment. There's a DM from Fairy. Seems like a biological signal has been detected near the back of the parking lot. Let's go take a look. Well, 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 if it isn't my arch nemesis. Tiny, pinkish looking duck. Well, 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 it is. It's just like a pink duck. Do you think you could just hide here and everything would just be fine? How naive. Listen, you may be a fugitive, but it's still not too late to turn things around. I suggest you surrender and turn yourself in. Cut a deal with us. We can still talk it out. Keep resisting, and it'll only get worse, probably, is what they say. Look, I know you guys are having lots of fun, but I'm going to pass on this one. Shinyi, we better grab it before it runs away again. She effortlessly stuffs the fugitive into her sack. That's so good. Thank you for your hard work. The driver just DM'd. Others also have sent back the ducks they found whilst we were searching. Plus the one we just caught, that's all of them. Awesome. The ducks were all hiding in a really obscure spot, so it was all thanks to you, noticing those places at all. If I hadn't been with you the whole time, I might have suspected you were actually the one hiding ducks, or that you had some other way of knowing all the goings-on around the neighborhood. Shinyi has pretty much busted us here. I know it's supposed to be a compliment, but that came out a little bit weird. I'm sorry, I only meant to say that these two could make good PopSec officers. Now that we've found all the ducks, let's get back to the truck. Cool? One sec, Wise. Look over here. Alright, headlights flashing? Let's go check it out. Duck!
Ugh, really, Wise? You totally forgot to turn off the lights last time you drove the car.
That's weird. I definitely turned them off. Also, it was dark when I came back, so I'd have noticed if I'd left the lights on.
Belle opens the car door and tries to...
What's
Oh,
going on?
sorry. I was too slow.
Can't turn off the lights.
Is something wrong with the switch?
I don't know, but nothing happens when I press it. The battery's gonna die at this rate. I'd better manually disconnect the lights for now. How weird. The car got serviced not that long ago. I just figure something would go wrong all of a sudden.
Hey, is it just my imagination, or does this situation seem familiar?
What's wrong, Chingy? Something on your mind?
All the incidents we've encountered today are somehow related to vehicles.
Now that you mention it, you're right. The van in the convenience store wouldn't start. The car that just pulled out of the remodeling shop broke down. And now Weisenbell's car lights won't turn off. If we count the missing ducks from Pegasus Logistics, that's already 4 vehicles involved.
If we count the car accident the other afternoon, that's 5 in total.
That one wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been distracted while walking, Belle.
But that wasn't totally my fault, Wise. My cell phone suddenly malfunctioned, and it distracted me.
Belle's cell phone malfunctioned before the car accident at Lumina Square? What kind of malfunction?
She said her phone suddenly lost signal, and a bunch of colorful stripes appeared on the screen. But it went back to normal soon after.
I knew it.
Remember, Chingy? The driver said he was on the phone at the time of the car accident. If I'm right, something else must have been going on back then.
Right. That's probably why Give Change said it felt dizzy too.
How did the interrogation go?
I think we finally figured out what's really behind all the recent incidents. For now, let's get the ducks back and see if we can confirm a few things along the way. Meet us near the truck later, and I'll explain everything.
Okay.
Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi told us to wait for them here. Did they come by?
Oh, yeah. Here's all that happened. They just came and measured the Bangbu's electrical current data logs, asked a weird question, then left in a hurry.
Could you tell us what they asked?
They asked me if my cell phone had malfunctioned in any way, since I'd been on the phone during the incident. My phone actually did turn itself off out of nowhere, but how did they know that?
Wait, your cell phone malfunctioned too? Something just occurred to me. All the accidents lately, could they be caused by EMP?
You're quite right, Belle.
Zhu Yuan, Qingyi, you're back.
Have you ever heard of an EMP emitter, sir?
I can't say I have. What's that?
When activated, it causes a sudden change of current in nearby electronic equipment, resulting in component failures or, at worst, completely burning out the equipment. Using EMP, someone could open the electronic lock on your van without even touching it, easily. At the moment your door was opened, not only did your phone malfunction, but Give Change experienced a sudden surge of current, all indicative of an EMP attack.
So you mean this Bangbu is a victim, just like me? And someone else is at fault?
Yes, we believe that to be the case.
I shouldn't have been so hot-headed. What I said before... Give Change, I'm sorry I misjudged you. You have my sincerest apology. So, who is the culprit, officers? Have you caught them?
Don't worry. Our colleagues are checking the surveillance records. We should be able to identify the culprit real soon. They launched multiple EMP attacks today, so if we check all the passers-by near the crime scenes, we can narrow down our search.
Officer Zhu Yuan, we've investigated the surveillance records and have a suspect. We're currently tracking him near the street exit. Should we detain him for questioning?
Immediately. Well done.
Understood. Officer, the suspect has fled. He's heading toward your location.
Qingyi, come on, we'll stop him.
Zhu Yuan and Xing Yi immediately head off to cut the enemy off and ambush them. You and Belle follow. Later, next to the companion hollow on 14th Street.
Okay.
Stop there!
Hey, what are you doing?
She's just taking the cat with them. Yep.
Stop or I'll shoot!
'em? 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 'em?
Juyuan. The suspect has fled into the hollow. We're pursuing him inside.
Copy that.
I'd have thrown it harder if I'd known he was so tough.
How are things going?
The culprit ran into the hollow and we're going after him. You two can head back now.
Let's follow them and see what happens, Wise.
Aren't we like breaking the law now? A few minutes later, inside the video store.
Jiyuan and Qingyi have gone into the hollow, Wise. While I'm sure they can handle the situation, we should go into the hollow and see if we can help.
Yeah, we can't let him get away with it.
Yeah, we can't just let him get away with it.
Are you mad at him because he almost caused me to have an accident? Even if he hadn't caused that accident, he needs to be held accountable for all the trouble on 6th Street. We can go whenever you're ready. By the way, even though you're angry, remember to keep your distance from Juyuan and Qingyi in the hollow. They are still officers after all.
Wise, if you're ready, we can head out. Fairy, besides paying attention to Wise's safety, also keep an eye out that could help Zhuyan and Xinyi. Second assistant, the hollow information I have is more comprehensive than the temporary carrot issued by PubSec. I can provide effective help. However, please note that the previous verbal threats used by PubSec officers were ineffective methods of pursuit. It is recommended to shoot at the target's legs to immobilize it. Fairy, security officers can't use force recklessly when apprehending suspects, let alone shoot them. Speaking of which, a Hollow Knight might be a good place to catch such a slippery person. Okay, I can do level... We do get to play as her! Amazing!
The precinct's carrot won't last forever. If we act fast, we can catch the suspect before he gets away.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay.
Master, order received. Assisting security officers Zhu and Qingyi in pursuing the fugitives. Multiple biosignatures detected ahead. Presumably the target's requiring assistance. Please utilize your size advantage to approach quietly and provide assistance when needed.
Okay, sure.
Surrender now! Give it up!
Okay, it's kind of weird. It's a very roundabout way of doing something that should have been quite simple.
Stop right there!
They just won't give up. Eat this.
It's an EMP.
Jingy, are you... Hold on. Ethereals are coming our way.
Were they attracted by the EMP? Let's fend them off first.
Wise, let's take a closer look.
Okay, we're going to get to actually play as her. I'm actually very excited. By the time this video goes out, I might have already had a video playing as her up, just because of the way that I upload stuff.
Be careful. The Ethereals are up ahead.
Ooh, okay.
Don't worry. I have a full set of ammo with me today.
Ooh.
No wonder you were a top student. You're always prepared.
Is this what you meant when you said, expect the unexpected?
Ooh, damn.
Perfect teamwork, everyone.
Did she just come out and help? Oh. Oh god. Okay, she's really cool. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and pull on her banner. Damn. She like moves around so much. I really like it. It's a good playstyle. Oh.
Don't even try it. You're surrounded.
Oh damn. Okay, that's a lot of fun.
Finally rid of all those ethereals.
I didn't expect the EMP emitter to affect ethereals so much. They just keep showing up. If we let him get away, he might continue causing trouble.
Yeah, and having one means he's likely connected to some sort of gang. We have to find him and get to the bottom of this. Let's check around for anything that could indicate where he's gone.
No need. He went right.
Huh? How'd you figure that out so fast?
Traces in the snow, marks in the sand. Observe the subtle to catch the culprit from afar. It's a skill passed down over generations. Want to learn how to do it?
Hold on, let me write that down. Slower this time. How did you figure it out?
Traces in the snow, marks in the sand.
Is there a less mysterious way to put it? You make it sound like just a feeling.
I guess it is based on a feeling. My right hand feels numb.
I didn't realize the EMP would affect you like that. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's nothing serious. It's just... Can we rough him up a bit once we catch him?
Well, guess we just have to catch him fast then.
Amazing. That was good.
That EMP transmitter is a real pain in the neck. You and Eos need to be careful. Juyuan and Qingyi are still chasing the culprit. We should get going.
Okay.
Qingyi, there's a way through here!
Is there though?
The Bangbu can't reach the hole in the wall. There might be a way if we can fix this mechanism.
Okay, so how does that work?
I have connected to the damaged circuit. Master, I found the cause of the damage. A short circuit. You can touch the circuit components and move them around to connect the circuit.
Try touching a circuit component.
The circuit has been fixed.
No, that was fairly straightforward. Hang on, is there something up here? No. Anything around here? No, okay.
Nice, we've caught up.
How did they catch up again? They're not getting through here.
It's closed. We'll have to try and break it open.
Look, the switch is right there. We might be able to fix it.
Where am I going though?
Qingyi, something flew by just now.
That's pretty funny.
The door's open! You're incredible, Qingyi!
That's strange. I barely used any force just now.
That's funny.
Problem solved. Let's follow them.
Use the EMP. It'll draw the ethereals here.
Like I care.
They're over there.
You'll never catch me. Ha! A single ethereal is no match for me. Why are there so many of them? Help!
What a satisfying moment. That's what you call karma.
This isn't the time for reflection, Qingyi. We have to help him.
Yeah, go on then.
Whoa! Don't come any closer!
I can hear the suspect. Let's go!
There's no rush. Let him scream a little longer.
Me, now isn't the time to be vindictive.
Oh. She can feel like, she can feel a little bit wild.
Sounds like he's doing okay.
I know you're angry at him, but we still have to help him.
Yeah, like, it's kind of sometimes a little bit hard to know, like, how you're going to end up flying next. I feel like it's the kind of thing I could remedy by just using the lock-on, but I'm a very lock-off kind of player.
Don't even try it. You're surrounded! That felt surprisingly good.
Oh, can't see. I can't move either. Okay.
What is that?
Locking in.
Yeah, she feels really satisfying to play.
Don't come any closer!
All right, calm down.
There's ethereals! Ethereals! Help!
Calm down, sir. All the ethereals around here have already been eliminated. You're safe now.
Really? The ethereals are... I'm safe? You're the PubSec officers from before!
What's wrong? Didn't expect us to chase you all the way here?
No. I mean, I'm just surprised, is all. I mean, I've been causing problems for you all, and there were so many ethereals nearby, but you still took the risk of coming to rescue me.
What nonsense. Protecting citizens is our duty as officers. But as they say, what goes around comes around. If it weren't for your misuse of the EMP in town, you wouldn't have found ethereals nearby.
Damn. Wait, was that a poem?
According to new Eridu laws and regulations, my colleague and I are arresting you for illegal possession of a dangerous weapon and endangering the safety of others. What's your name?
Carlo Maroon.
Thank you for cooperating, Mr. Maroon. You have the right to remain silent. Once we're out of the Hollow, you can contact a lawyer or get assistance from the Attorneys Association. We should make our way back to the precinct, Qingyi. Why are you looking around?
I kept feeling like there was someone else here besides us. But the feeling suddenly vanished.
Like who? You think there are other ethereals nearby?
Not an ethereal. Something smaller and more agile. Could just be my imagination. I mean, I did suffer several EMP attacks today, so my senses could still be a bit overwhelmed. Let's go. After we drop off Maroon at the precinct, we should go back to 6th Street and tell everyone the good news.
Yeah, it was a fun little side story. I had quite a lot of fun there. I think she is definitely a character that I want to unlock, so I will be pulling on her banner. By the time this video's out, I probably will have already pulled on her banner, and you'll know whether or not I got her. But yeah, a lot of fun. It's amazing how, like, so she's obviously a very fast-paced character, but, like, they managed to make all of her hits actually feel really impactful as well, which is quite impressive, like, for a speedy kind of character. Quite often when you have these sort of super lightning-fast attacks, some of the impact is lost a little bit, but in this case, not at all. It feels super impactful to, like, just, like, batter the enemies with her gun and her kicks and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely a favorite. Definitely a favorite. That was close. Xinyi's intuition is sharper than we thought. She actually sensed you in nearby. Lucky she didn't try to dig deeper. Anyway, the culprit was caught. We can finally relax now. Wise, Xinyi and Zhuyan are about to report back about the arrest. They'll probably talk to the driver and give change first. Let's head over and check it out. Yeah. As long as I've got time, we'll do it.
I can't thank you two enough for today.
You're welcome. It's an officer's duty and privilege. Public security will contact you for any compensation-related matters, should they arise.
You're back! So you caught the suspect?
Yeah, we just brought him to the precinct and finished our preliminary interrogation.
What was his motive for causing all those incidents?
Well, it's all a bit silly, honestly. He claims his initial intention was to use the EMP emitter to steal vehicles, but a lack of expertise led to various unintended outcomes.
Isn't possessing an EMP emitter strictly forbidden in the city? How'd he manage to get a hold of something like that?
The culprit is a member of a Hollow Raider gang. According to him, they illegally manufactured several EMP emitters to bypass vehicle security systems.
I see.
We'll interrogate him again to uncover what the Hollow Raiders are up to. Rest assured, we won't let them get away with it. But I can't disclose more details about the investigation. I hope you understand.
Well, that's about it. We'll be heading back to the precinct now for the second interrogation.
Hold on for a moment, officers.
Oh, General Chop, was there something you'd like to ask about the case?
No, you've explained everything clearly. Actually, a few neighbors and I have something we'd like to say.
Your help today is greatly appreciated. Not only did you clear Give Change of any suspicion, but you also prevented the culprit from causing more harm in the future. And I'd like to apologize for my rudeness earlier. After speaking with my neighbors, we've decided to attend the safety lecture on Saturday. Here are the questionnaires we filled out.
Really?
Well, it's aimed at enhancing resident safety awareness after all, so it wouldn't hurt to attend. We heard you were ordered to come here and prepare for the event by Bringer. We can't let outstanding officers like you fail your mission just because we're unhappy with him, can we?
Oh, you're too kind. Protecting the safety of the citizens is our duty, but your willingness to attend the lecture helps us a lot too.
Can I also have a questionnaire, officers? I want to attend the lecture too.
Wonderful. Looks like all's well that ends well.
I guess that's what you call a win-win situation.
That was a cute story. Not long later, Zhu Yuan and Xinyi leave with the crowd dispersing soon after. It's already quite late at night by the time you take Give Change to Enzo to get checked. So many things have happened today. It's getting late. I should hurry back and get some sleep. Yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed that entire quest line. I thought that was a lot of fun. It felt a little bit fillery, of course, but I think it was also just to introduce the PubSec sort of faction, I guess. Yeah, I genuinely just think it was good all round. Just had a good time. I was only thinking of saying hi to Zhu Yuan and the others today. I didn't expect that I would end up so busy today. I should go to bed now. Post, you still backing him? I was at Luminous Square Station waiting for a friend today, and I saw a bunch of posters with Bringer's face on them. Pretty sure they were promoting some public security event. Not gonna lie, at first glance I totally thought it was part of Bringer's campaign. What's everyone's take on this? You guys backing him to be the next chief of the Annis Quarters PubSec? Out of all the candidates, Bringer's probably got the most clout. He has frontline experience, but his reputation dipped quite a bit in recent years. Given the size of Yanis Quarter and the frequent Hollow incidents, I get why PubSec can't always respond quickly. But look at the police's Bringer, who's been pushing lately. You can just tell he and the tops are birds of a feather. The guy's changed a lot since his frontline days. Doesn't matter who gets elected, it'll make no difference to us plebs. Isn't it kind of shady to slap your own face on public security's promotional posters? Feels like he's running his campaign with taxpayer money. My dad said that Bringer used to be a total Chad back when he fought on the front lines, but now he's just another dirty politician. It's like he's a completely different person. Huh. Interesting. I am pretty tired today. Zhu Yan and Xingyi, they finally don't need to worry about the lecture now. The lecture, Bringer, the campaign. You rest comfortably. Your mind feels clear. Okay. Officer Mew Mew. Dear citizen, greetings from your super friendly neighbor and trusted pal. I'm not XXX. Oops. Sorry, I forgot to change the greeting template. I accidentally sent it out. You'll forgive lovely Mew Mew, right? Quit acting cute. Anyway, the Good Neighbor community celebration at Lumina Square has started. And guess who's in charge? Yeah, it's me, your kind of friendly neighbor. I'm sending this message to invite you to join the celebration. Feel free to pay me a visit. Okay. Sure. Alright. Cool. Well, yeah, I'd say this has been a pretty successful episode, given how dead I am. I had a lot of fun. I'm really glad that that PubSec storyline sort of had a nice wrapped-up conclusion, but leaves enough questions for it to be expanded upon in the future kind of thing. All the characters that are introduced are pretty good. I've not really had any issues with any of it so far, to be honest with you. As is always the case with these games, I feel like the pacing could be a little bit better here and there, but honestly, it's not that bad. Like, I've definitely experienced worse in MiHoYo games before. I think this is a lot more to the point than a lot of those games, and I really appreciate that as someone who oftentimes won't have a lot of time to record or play or whatever. Yeah. So, I'm not sure what we'll be doing next time. Maybe we'll just be doing this Find Mew Mew thing. But thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Farewell.